error, despite Obama spending millions of dollars on TV ads and McCain spending nothing. Right?
Here in New York, the city is working on more parking spaces for residents, and that means more cars on the road, reversing the city's effort to be more green. Not everyone is happy with the plan. Karen Castillo has more on this new requirement for residential developments.
Bloomberg would get a lot less of my money.
Marcos Ramos can't stand parking on the street. In fact, he'd give anything to have his own parking spot.
I've spent in tickets, I've spent more than $800.
But a group known as Transportation Alternatives came out with a study today opposing the policy Marcos Ramos loves. You see, years ago, a neighborhood like this one in Park Slope, Brooklyn, was built with no space for private parking, encouraging people to take mass transit. That was before New York came up with a policy making it mandatory for residential builders to create a private parking spot for the resident.
Now, these homes were built after the parking policy was put into place, and take a look. Some would say having a parking spot outside of your house would encourage you to have a car.
A lot of developers think that they have to include off-street parking to appeal to high-income individuals.
The group says 170,000 extra cars will be jamming the roads in the year 2030 due to this policy. Allison Dunmeyer isn't a big fan of all the extra emissions produced from all of those extra cars.
I love not having a car, and I love the flexibility that's involved with having a bike and just being able to get around and not burning fossil fuels at the same time.
The city's planning tells the WB11 it's reviewing off-street parking regulations. In Brooklyn, Karen Castillo for the WB11 News at 10.
And it is time now for your first prime time 5-day weather forecast. Here again is Chris Knowles. Chris.
Hi, Pete.